Zugno. Yeah. We be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Brand new podcast, chopping it up.
What's up, everybody? You're tuned in to the Chopping It Up podcast. And I hope y'all are excited on today because I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Can't you see the smile on my face? It's lovely. Anyway, this guy to my right, man, needs no introduction, but I think he does. But anyway, I call him the soccer superstar, or you can call him the soccer assassin, whichever one it fits his criteria. Like I said, he doesn't need an introduction, but I'm going to let him do his own introduction. And this guy, I've been knowing him for a little while now. You guys, since, it's about 7 or 8 years old, young guy. Yeah, he's a little older now. He's a little older now. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to let Jeremy Mwarabu tell you who he is and explain what he does. So, Jeremy, I want you to talk to the people, man. Just be yourself, man. No need to just kind of just talk about who you are and let the people know who you are. Who is Jeremy Mwarabu?
Awesome. Well, thank you for that introduction. That was awesome. I appreciate that.
You did a good job.
Well, first, I'd like to give all the glory and honor to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Most importantly, I'm a God-fearing man. Before everything, God-fearing man. Like he said, soccer assassin. I am a big soccer fanatic. My entire life is just revolved around soccer. So that's just my thing. I'm 23. I'm about to be 24 here in August. I love to work out, love to stay active. And in my spare time, when I'm not doing anything soccer related, I'm really just, hanging out at the house, chilling with my big brother, maybe hanging out with my nephews, and that's really about it. Yeah.
Man, I've known you guys for a little while, man, and I've always been a fan. Not only just a fan of the growth that I've seen in you guys, but just a fan of how your parents. I didn't really know your mom that well.
Yeah.
I just heard the stories.
Right.
Like, I was like, man, that's okay.
Yeah.
So that's mom, but they were good stories.
Right, of
mom
course,
stories, nothing bad, but mom stories.
Yeah.
But I also understood, the place where your dad was in it. And he was like in the middle. He was like, AC, I'm not getting in that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him, but then that's it.
Right, yeah.
But to see how y'all have grown and to see how you have catered around soccer and see how they support you, because I think that's a big thing, having the support.
Right, yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Growing up, my mom and my dad made sure that I stayed disciplined, whether it was for school or for soccer. And anything I did, they made sure I stayed disciplined. So, like for school, for example, my mom was making sure that I was going to tutorials, making sure I was studying. For soccer, my dad and my older brother were making sure I was going out, getting shots up, running laps, whatever it was, just making sure I was doing something to improve and, stay disciplined. Yeah. So I'm really grateful for that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's always good, man, to always be active and to always to know where you're headed,
right, yeah.
In a sense. Because sometimes, when you have big brother on you and you have mom and dad on you, you can kind of be like, hey, man, look, I know what I'm doing, but, but that's not the push that they're trying to give. They're trying to let you know, hey, look, we know you know what you're doing,
right? Yeah,
but you ain't doing enough.
Exactly, right.
But it's always a good thing to see that because the outcome of it, it blesses you,
right?
And it's got you in a position to where you are now.
Absolutely,
the work, just the relentless attitude of the hustle of it and grind of it,
right?
Because nobody, you gotta. And let's just be honest, man. You're not going to get anything if you don't work at it.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible.
You wouldn't have finished school if you wouldn't have worked at it.
Right. Yeah.
Now, most people believe in paying their way. Now, don't get me wrong, people. That may be an option.
Yeah.
But when I was in school, I wasn't smart, so I couldn't do that. So, but in other words, man. But just being around soccer and how it shaped and molded you.
Yeah.
Oh, had you ever have any disappointing games like coming up that just made you feel like you ever said, I'm just asking that.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I really have a love for the game. Of course, there's going to be times like that. I think the only time I could really think about was when I really tore my ACL my freshman year into college. Because of course it's a big deal going from high school going into college. Of course, you want to be the new kid on the block. You want to show everybody, hey, I can ball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that was probably the toughest moment to deal with. But it was also it was a blessing in disguise. Because I got to work on another aspect of the game, which was recovery, right? Which I didn't think about because at the time I was 18, 19 years old, and my legs just worked fine. So I thought, it was going to be like that my entire career. But, once you get older, you have to learn about, recovery. You got to make sure you're treating your body right. You know what I'm saying? Dieting and stuff like that. So that was an opportunity for me to learn the other side of the game, which was really, really good. So it was a blessing in disguise. So I'm really grateful that, that happened
So the rehab part of it, was it more mentally, or was it more of the physical part of that you struggled with?
It's really
back.
It's a bit of both.
Uh-huh.
It really is. It's a bit of both. Because you have to overcome the idea of you just suffered a big injury.
Yeah.
Right. So my body has to work right. Now you have to make sure you're strengthening that. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of both. So I can't really say it's one or the other. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's really just both. Yeah. You have to make sure it's
Because when, and especially when you're at the prime of of a season, or even in your life, or going to the next step, that could be devastating.
Right. Absolutely.
Because you probably balling out, and man, I'm at this point in my life to where I feel like, hey, I can show these guys who I am.
Exactly.
And man, just to have that happen, and then I know I'd have been like, hey man, look, I ain't doing this.
Right.
And it's because of the disappointment that you just faced.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that could be with anything, not just with sports, but with anything, relationships, jobs.
Yeah.
Because just nowadays, man, just today I heard two people that came in and said, hey man, I lost my job. Yeah. Hey man, why are you so excited? You got another job or something already?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah. You shouldn't be that happy.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be that happy.
Man, maybe I don't know what kind of job he had. Right. He said, man, I lost my job. Man, I don't get that.
Yeah.
Man, I was baffled. I was like, man, I was in my mind, somebody that lost their job would be kind of down.
Kind of down, right. Naturally, right.
Man, I just know black people weird. Yeah. They just weird sometimes. How you lose your job and be excited, man?
You need to go find another job.
Yeah, man. Unless you was a trash man. Now, hey, I lost my job.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. And no offense to to the guys out there. There's no.
We're not saying anything bad about trash.
Yeah. I'm not. I didn't get that part.
Right.
But again, through the process of life and through the process of what we experience in life, man, certain things can happen in our life where it be devastating.
Right.
But the good thing is that I like what you first said when you introduced yourself. You said that you're a faith man.
Right.
And having that faith, man, how has having that faith led you to where you are now?
So, man, I mean, I would say that God has been, since I've started playing soccer and just everything in general, God has really been showing me grace. Yeah. Right. And I think that's the biggest thing, just that he's shown me grace, because there's been times where there's been situations where I shouldn't have gotten what I've gotten. I shouldn't have gotten through. Yeah. And because of his grace, his favor, I was able to get through it. So that's something that I can't ignore. Like I have to mention, I have to say something about it, because there's the AC, there's sometimes people get injured and they stop playing for forever. That's done. That's it. Yeah. So, I mean, if I didn't have his grace, if I didn't have his favor, maybe there's a world where I don't come back from that injury. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing for me, was like, I can't go back now, because now I've seen his work in real time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't go back. I have to continue now. I have to be faithful.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that when you said it, because he's proven to you that he's God.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So there's no way for me to go back.
Yeah, Jeremy, man, I understand that totally, man, because a lot of people that play certain sports, professional sports, right, basketball, baseball, seems like sometimes they, their language don't seem like they know God.
Yeah.
They be out there cussing and going on.
Right.
And, man, they be pointing fingers. And, man, I was like, man, I read lips pretty good. I know what they said.
Yeah, you know what they said. Yeah, that was there.
But how do you stay without getting to that? Because I know there's been dirty players that you played against.
Right, of course.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
they're out there.
Yeah, it happens.
Y'all are out there.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Right.
But how do you refrain from even getting on that level with people that have played dirty, that you see that the refs aren't stepping in and making calling the right play? No, you know what I'm saying? How do you not react and say, hey, man, look, stop doing that?
Yeah. I mean, patience, but I'll be real. That's something that God has been showing me is patience. I've been learning about patience. Outside of that, for instance, just like there's been times I've had to learn patience because of opportunities I haven't gotten. Right, so I had to learn patience from that, and that's just on the big, like, grand scheme of things. Right, so I think because I've been trying to learn patience was like maybe I went to a tryout and I was expecting a call and didn't call me back. Right, because I've been so patient with that. Little things like that don't get under my skin. Right, somebody yelling at me or tripping me, kicking me, fouling me, whatever in the game, I don't allow it to get under my skin because I'm learning to be patient. He's teaching me how to be patient and stuff. But I mean, of course, when I was younger, and I was learning to play the game, there was times where I wasn't as patient. Like if I got fouled, I might say something back. I might go back and kick the guy as well. Because I mean, if I'm playing when I'm 10, 11, 12 years old, I'm a kid. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do what kids do. If I get kicked, I'm going to kick you back. Yeah, right? Yeah. Now, that's just how that goes. But now that I'm older, now that I've grown a little bit in the game, I don't really let those things get to me as much,
Yeah, respect, man. That's respect, man. Much respect. Because a lot of people can't be honest in that, man.
Right.
They would cliche the answer. They would cliche the things that they know that they wouldn't do. Right, yeah. But in all honesty, man, that's just the raw nature of who you are from the core. Like I said, I've been knowing you guys for a long time, man. And for some reason, man, I never see y'all get rattled. Yeah. I was like, man, how these guys don't get rattled?
I think it really comes from my dad, man.
Yeah, because he's too cool. He's too cool.
He's cool, man. My dad is so cool, man. He's so chill. Like, I really think sometimes, like, Dad, you should be upset. Yeah. You're not upset.
See, the reason
just too cool, man.
The reason I knew he was too cool, because he came in with a I Love Jesus hat. Yeah.
You got to be cool to wear a hat like that, man.
You got to be super cool.
You got to be cool to wear a hat like that, man.
And it's like you walking in the world and nobody else can even touch you. Yeah. Like, this hat has me on cloud 9. Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, you okay, we know you love Jesus. Yeah.
And he's got another hat that says Jesus is my boss. I don't know if you've seen that one. Have you seen it?
I think I've seen that one too.
Yeah. But he's got it in like 8 different colors. So
So he like that.
Yeah, he liked that one. Jesus is my boss one. That's probably his favorite. But yeah, he's just cool, man.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
I think that's where I get it from. My dad, he's just always level headed, man. Yeah, always level headed. Nothing gets under his skin. Nothing really, sends him over the edge. He's just cool. He's cool.
That type of, I guess you can say, way that you operate, man. It'll take you a long way, man. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to make rational decisions or hasty decisions because of the way somebody said something or did something to you. You don't have to react in a manner that people have given out that.
Right, exactly.
We understand that, a lot of things happen because they're not in a good place.
Yeah, which is true, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, sorry, yeah. And something my dad taught me is just like, not everything deserves a response. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't have to always respond to everything. If they say something, you don't always have to respond, which is like, I think another reason why he's probably so level-headed, which is something I've adopted as well. You don't need to respond all the time. Because I think once you do that, once you start to respond, then you're like feeding into it. Now they're just going to keep like teasing or whatever, provoking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah. That sucks, man, because and it's just like, I guess with soccer too, when people can feel that they can get underneath your skin, they keep doing it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, especially if it's going to benefit them on the soccer field.
100%. 100%.
He's like, yeah, I got him now.
Yeah.
He ain't thinking right.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
I had the enjoyment of learning more about this sport now than ever because of you guys. I ain't never been no soccer guy, man.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I ain't never knew nothing about nothing.
Okay.
I didn't know they had gold and white lines out there.
Yeah.
And I seen everybody tied.
Yeah.
I said, I don't think I'm gonna watch that.
Right.
But over the course of time, man, seeing how exciting it is, because it's just as exciting just as a baseball game,
Yeah.
a professional baseball game,
100%. Yeah.
football game.
100%.
It's just the perspective of how you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And me being black, I just don't see a lot of black people growing up watching it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I didn't get it. 'Cause
Right.
I know when I was in high school, man, our soccer team was all white.
It's all
All 4 years.
okay. Yeah.
All 4 years. We
Yeah.
didn't have not one Mexican on there or one Asian or one black.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't.
It's just basketball, football.
That was it.
Yeah, that was
We
it.
didn't even play tennis.
Right.
No side. No, you weren't getting us on no tennis court.
Yeah. I think soccer is not predominantly a black sport. If I
Why
can say.
is that though? Why?
I think it's not predominantly a black American sport. I think when you get to Africa, South America, Europe, now that's when you'll see diversity in the game. Because my parents are originally Congolese and Belgian, I think that's where I get my soccer from. I think because my cousins are playing, like, they'll play soccer, they'll play basketball, but most of them will play soccer. So now when I'm going overseas, traveling for holiday and stuff to see them, I'm playing soccer.
Yeah.
So that's and when I was in elementary school, a lot of my classmates were Hispanic, so I was playing soccer at recess. So it was just a game. So now, to me, that was just what I play, right? So that was my introduction to it, and it was because in elementary school, my parents put me in a program called dual language. So it's where you take like English, you take English, math, history, science, right? But you'll do it for like a couple of days in English, then you do it for the next couple of days in the week in Spanish. So I was not only I was speaking English, but I was also speaking Spanish, and then I was also going to recess, and I was playing soccer with a lot of my friends who were Hispanic.
Yeah.
So that's just where I started playing soccer. That's where it came from. So
do you think Hispanics are really, really, like, culture-wise, like they're great in soccer?
I think I think soccer is really ingrained in the Latin community for sure. I think it's huge. Like, you go anywhere in South America, they're playing soccer. Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, soccer is huge over there. Like, they live and breathe soccer.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to the U.S., I think we're more basketball, football, baseball. You know what I mean? So I think no one can really hang with us when it comes to those sports.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't. I think when it comes to like youth soccer, right, I don't think we really push soccer as much. I think maybe when it's youth, yes, but I think when it gets older now, that's when kids branch off to like basketball, volleyball. They branch off to other things really when they get older.
Yeah, it's easy to do that, man.
Yeah.
When it's not favorable, or unlikable.
Yeah.
But again, it's got to be. I guess you just got to have a love for it. I guess.
Right. Yeah.
And that's with anything,
Yeah.
I never seen a lot of black people just really, really got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do.
Right.
Now I see a lot of black people that are playing soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just a diverseness of people wanting their kids to be open-minded to do it.
Yeah.
Because the opportunity presents it.
Right.
Because I know when I was coming up, they didn't even have a place where we could sign like youth soccer,
Sign up for
like
soccer,
kids
yeah.
like Charlie, and we didn't have that.
Right,
Coming
yeah.
up, they had the little league baseball and the flag football thing. And
Right.
that was about it. They ain't had no soccer.
Yeah, they didn't have any soccer. I think now though, with the World Cup being hosted here in the States, I think now soccer is going to grow. Right. That's something I would hope for, because it's if it's being hosted here, it's like people naturally are gonna be like, oh, well, what's this World Cup thing that's going on? Yeah, maybe soccer. Okay, let me get my kid involved in soccer. This looks pretty cool. So I think with it being in the States here, Canada, Mexico, I think it'll grow. I think it'll actually grow.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the World Cup?
Yeah, I've been watching, man. I have it on. I had it on yesterday. And
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it on today. Was it today or was it Saturday? I think Saturday I had it on.
Okay.
But a lot of people that come in here, they be like, man, what you watching that for? then the question they ask me is so vague. They say, hey, see, man, you watch soccer?
Yeah. They don't know why you watching
Why
it.
you ask me like that?
Yeah.
No, You watch soccer?
Yeah.
Like there's something wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it, but I think, like you said, it's just not. It's not big.
It's not favorable.
It's not
man.
favorable. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
right.
not favorable, especially in a black barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, man, why are you watching that?
Man, why are you watching that? I think there's a misconception that soccer is a slow game.
Yeah.
So I think if you watch like a team that's entertaining, there's goals, it's like fast, it's a fast moving game, fast paced game, then I think more people will get a jump on board. So I think if, for people that, want to watch the World Cup, I'd say watch France. France is a good team.
Yeah.
They're very entertaining. I'd say watch England. You got some nice goal scorers, Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, some great goal scorers. So if you want to see like entertaining games, like where there's goals after goals, it's intense. You know what I'm saying? I think you should definitely tune into those teams. Argentina as well.
Yeah.
Lionel Messi. That's the only name you need to know.
Yeah.
Just look for that little man on the field.
Is he really that good?
He's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's unreal. He's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. He's really good.
I seen him in action, but I ain't seen him do too much.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's playing the back seat role.
Yeah. So it's very funny. So you have to. I'm gonna put you on game. So
okay, all right.
when Messi plays, he walks for a long time. He's just walking around the field, which makes it look like he's not really doing much. Like what's this guy doing? He don't play with this guy, and he's small as well.
Yeah.
So you really got to look on watch the TV. You got to really find him. But he's walking around while he's doing that. He's like watching the movement of all the other players from the other team to see how they're moving, where the gaps are going to be, where there's holes in the defense. So then now, once his team gets him the ball, he comes alive. Now the magic happens.
Yeah.
And I think that's where his power is, his game is just like for 1 second he's not doing anything. For like a few minutes actually, he's not doing anything. Then all of a sudden he gets the ball, he comes alive, goes through 5 guys, gets a goal. Yeah. And it's just unreal. It's unreal.
So do you think like the timing of that, like with a person, like the snap that Messi has, like for him to get the ball and go and just, like you think that's just his timing of how great he is for the right now, or that's just for
no he's been doing that for a long time.
Wow.
Man. He's been doing that for a long time. And what's crazy to me is that there hasn't been an answer yet. No one's found an answer for it, which I think is crazy. But that just goes to show how good he is at the game, which is why I've been studying, watching him as well, just trying to learn anything I can from him because he's really really good. Because it doesn't make sense for people to know that you're going to get the ball and dribble past everybody and still not put an end to that. To me, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You know the answer. You know he's going to get the ball and dribble. Stop him.
Yeah, I mean
they can't do it. It's crazy. Yeah,
I mean he has that great name for a reason.
Yeah.
So I mean, why not prepare for it?
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
Again, if he's analyzing his opponent, I mean he's got your weakness.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He knows. He knows what's going on.
That's probably why he's walking around. Because when I seen him, I was like, man, what are you doing?
Yeah. It doesn't look like he's doing much. It doesn't look like he's doing much.
I didn't get the whole hoopla about him.
Right. Yeah.
But now since you said that, I did actually see him score.
Yeah.
But I didn't think like how you just explained it, what he does.
Right.
But
exactly.
I did see him out there doing nothing. I wasn't enthused. I was like, okay, so this is the guy.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is the guy. Yeah,
this is the guy. Okay.
Everyone's talking about. He's not doing nothing. He's just
because I had to ask the question, like, is he really, really that good?
No,
because,
he is. Yeah.
Because a lot of times I can look past it not knowing. Because if I don't know the stigma or the hoopla of the game, or even just to paraphrase it, just to say the schematics of the game and what it stands for and what he's doing, how he analyzes the game, how he approaches the game, and how he plays the game.
Right.
That's just part of playing sports. How you analyze it, how you approach it, and how you play it.
Absolutely, 100%.
That makes a great player a great player.
Exactly. Yeah.
But of course, me not into the soccer thing like that, I couldn't tell you what was preparation.
Yeah.
But you could.
Right. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how he prepared for it and how he approached it, but you can.
Right. I would say to really like the preparation comes before the game and everything, like watching film, of course. But I mean, before that, making sure your body's right, because of course, if you can't run on the field, because it's a lot of running.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, it's a lot of running.
Yeah, I get tired in my mind, and I'm legs ain't even moving.
Yeah, it's a lot of running, man. It's a lot of running.
Well, people, you're tuned in to the Chopping It Up podcast. That is my sound of alarm to say, hey, stop talking. So We're gonna wet our whistles, man. We're gonna take a break, pay some bills, man. But y'all stay tuned. I'm here with the soccer assassin, man, and he's gonna give you all the great news you want to know about soccer. So stay tuned. You're tuned in to the Chopping It Up podcast.
Who you vote for? Who your favorite sports team? Who you signing to? What's your deepest sports dream? AC the barber, he the man with the plan. Best cuts in the city, he the man, understand? AC the barber, he the man with the plan. Best cuts in the city, he the man, understand? And we be chopping it up. Word around town, we be chopping it up. AC the barber, he be chopping it up. Chopping it up. Chopping it up.